Hi friends, welcome back. Today is going to be a really fun video. It's actually a tag video and I am so thankful that I was tagged by Theresa Rene 360. I will have her channel linked below for you. She decided to come up with a YouTuber tag that is a $20 Dollar Tree gift guide. And so there are a bunch of wonderful ladies that she tagged. I'll have everyone's channel links below if you want to go check out everyone else's tag video as well. But I had so much fun with this one. I love Dollar Tree. I'm a very creative person. I'm actually an interior designer by trade. That's my day job. And I was really inspired by this tag. And once I heard it, the juices started flowing in my mind and trying to come up with some really cool ideas for you guys. Now, I didn't go traditional with the gift guide, like putting together gift baskets or things like that. Because I'm an interior designer, I felt like I should probably create some sort of Christmas decor DIY that could be also gifted. And I came up with 3 amazing projects for you. So I did DIY them for you in this video, so you will see me making these projects. So you can go ahead and make them yourself if you would like. The theme for all 3 of them that you'll kind of see throughout is snow. I live in California, so we don't get much snow here, but I was inspired by the winter season and snow, and it also, that theme kind of goes well with my Christmas decor and home decor as well. So you'll see also at the end how I incorporated these items into my current Christmas decor. So stay tuned until the end for that. If you are here from Theresa's channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Ariana. I do lifestyle and fashion videos. If that kind of content is up your alley, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I post every Monday and Thursday at 6 a.m. Pacific time. But in the month of December, I've been posting a lot more than usual just because I'm have so many ideas of videos I want to do. So they have been more frequent this month. And also stay tuned till the end because I do show how I incorporated these items into my current Christmas decor. So you can kind of see how I decorated with them. But remember, you can just easily throw this in a gift bag or wrap them up and give them as a gift as well. I personally decided to keep them for myself because I loved all of them and they work really great with my Christmas decor. So, without further ado, let's get started. So for our first project, you'll see this lantern in the upper left corner. I made that out of picture frames. And I have seen people do this before with picture frames from the Dollar Tree, but I stumbled across these really pretty gold glitter picture frames and I thought they'd be perfect, and I wanted to give this lantern a bit of a twist. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get 4 picture frames, and you're going to take out the back, the framing, and these little black things that hold the back on, and they're pretty easy to pull out. You can either do them with your hands, or if you have a stubborn one, you can take them out with scissors. So we're going to do that to all 4. So the part we're going to keep is the glass, and I did give them a little wipe down before I decided to glue them in, just because they're a little bit harder to clean once they are glued in. So I'm just going to take a glue gun and put a bead of glue on all 4 edges, and then I will place the glass back in. This will keep the glass from falling out of the frame when it is upright. So we're going to do this to all 4 frames before we glue them together into the lantern structure. And just for reference, this project cost me $7 to $8. I say that because if you have white paint, then this product only costs $7. But if you don't, they do sell white paint at Dollar Tree, and that's why I include it in the price. But a fairly inexpensive, fun DIY project that is also great as a gift. Now, I did 2 of everything just so I had 1 to show you guys and then 1 that I could DIY for you. So now we are going to get ready to create our lantern structure. The first thing you're going to do is take 1 frame and apply a pretty thick bead of hot glue to one of the sides. Then you're going to take another one of your frames, make sure it is facing outward, and you are going to place it on that bead of glue. You might need to hold it for a few seconds to let it set. And then we are going to do this again to the other side. So applying another thick bead of hot glue and attaching the third frame just like we did to the last one. So once those other two frames have had a few seconds to set down, we will apply another bead of hot glue to the top side of both of those frames so that we can add our fourth frame to the top. Now, also hot glue guns can be purchased at Dollar Tree as well as hot glue. I already had this one, so I did not include it in the price of this project just for reference. So we're going to work on one side first, aligning it, and then we will align the second side, and then you will have your lantern box. So to close off the bottom, I am going to take just a piece of scrap cardboard. I'm sure you have some cardboard laying around, especially during the holiday season. I imagine you've gotten a lot of Amazon packages. So we're going to take that piece of cardboard and just trace the bottom, and then we will cut that out and glue that to the bottom as well. So it doesn't really matter that it is a piece of cardboard at the bottom because you're not going to see it, because we are going to cover it on the inside with snow, so no one will even know that it's there. Next, I found these LED twinkle lights, and they came with this mesh covering over the twinkle light, but I don't want that in my box. I want these lights to be kind of hidden under the snow, so I'm just going to cut that mesh off of the string of lights. Be careful though when you are cutting the mesh off that you don't actually cut the light itself. But it's really easy to just pull right off, and then I'm left with what I wanted, which is just the strand of LED lights themselves. And before I place them inside of our lantern box, I'm just going to form the wire to the shape I want it to be. I also want these to be very flat at the bottom of the box, so I do push them down and try to make them as flat as possible. I do this outside of the box because it's a lot easier to do than trying to do it inside of the box with less room to work. But now you can kind of get a better idea. You'll see the twinkle lights there, and then when we cover it with snow, you won't see the strand of lights or the battery box because it will be under the snow. But I just love the effect these lights give to the snow. It just makes it look like it's illuminating from below. And then I had these pine cones at home already. You can probably find some pine cones out in your front yard if you're lucky. And I'm just going to place a few at the bottom just to give this box a little bit more of a fun look. Then we are going to take one clear plastic ornament, and I am going to put some white acrylic paint inside. I do add a little bit of water as well, so it's easier to swirl around inside of the ornament. But if you do add water, it could make the paint a little bit thin and you won't get as strong of a white opacity as you'd like. So you can add some more acrylic paint into it and continue to swirl it around until it's the opacity that you prefer. So I am a huge fan of Rae Dunn, and I wanted to give these ornaments a Rae Dunn feel. So that's why I made the inside white, and then I'm just taking a black Sharpie marker and hand lettering on the ornament itself in a similar lettering. Now, if you have a Cricut, this would be a perfect opportunity to just print something out and apply it to the outside of the ornament. But I do not have one, so I am taking my chance with the black Sharpie marker. They're not perfect, but that's totally fine because Rae Dunn isn't perfect either. But then I'm just going to take a little bit of a string, put the ornament through the string, and then hot glue the string on two corners so that it can suspend the ornament inside the center of the box. Now, with these lanterns, you can easily forego the ornament if you'd like, but I thought it just gave it a fun, different feel than what I've seen anyone else do before. But you could just fill them with candles, or you can make little terrarium boxes and add bottle brush Christmas trees would be really cute as well. But I just like the idea of having an ornament suspended in the center because it was a little bit different. Right, on to project number 2, and I think this is my absolute favorite. This project actually kind of came to me while I was in store. I didn't even know I was going to do this, but I think it turned out amazing.
So I found these Our Adventure Fund shadow boxes that you could actually put money in and to save up for. And I bought 4 of them so that I can make a sign that says snow. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the back and take out the paper backing as well. I'm going to save both of these pieces because we are going to use them again. And then inside of the box has that painted lettering. Now this part does take a little bit of effort. It's not the easiest, but it can be done. I am going to scrape off that painted lettering with a flathead screwdriver. You could also use a blade of some sort, but I found this to be easiest. So this will take a little bit of time, but it can be done, and then you are left with a clear box, which is what I wanted. And then we are going to take our back and our paper that was already with the box, and I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue so I could secure that paper and it'll stay in place. Now this could be another fun opportunity to add a different paper if you'd like, or even wrapping paper. You can get really creative with this, but I just decided to keep the paper that was in it because it worked with what I was going for. So I am going to do this to all 4 frames. And then I found these round chalkboard style gift tags. They came in a set of 6. And then I also found these little snowflake ornaments that came in a set of 6 as well. So what I'm going to do is attach one of the snowflakes to the top of the tag to make it look more like an ornament. And I like that this gives it a little bit of more glitter and a little whimsical feel. So I just centered that snowflake with the hole on the tag, and I'm going to do that to the remaining 3 tags. And then we will go ahead and hand letter on them the rest of the words for snow. Now again, this would be an awesome opportunity if you have some sort of Cricut to print those out and apply them, but I didn't. So what I did is I went on Pinterest to find a font that said snow already to inspire me and that I could copy off of. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not really good at hand lettering or coming up with letters that look pretty. So by doing that, I was able to basically copy the lettering, and it turned out really great. So I'm just taking a white chalk pen marker. Again, I already had this one, but they do also sell them at Dollar Tree, so if you need one, you can find one there. And I ended up hand lettering all the letters, and I do go over the letter a few times because with chalk pens, it did absorb into the paper, and I wanted the white to be a bit more prominent, so you will have to go over it a few times, but it turns out really great. So now we are going to start assembling the remainder of our boxes, and as I mentioned, there is a hole cut out at the top of these shadow boxes where you can use it as like a piggy bank. So I am going to pull the ornament through that hole, figure out where I want it to hang, and then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue on the top so that I can hot glue the remainder of the string in place. So you might need to do a little bit of finessing here to get it to exactly where you want, but I just love how these suspend inside the box and have some movement. I thought they looked really cute. These also remind me kind of like a snow globe, which I thought was really fun. And I just really love how this turned out. Again, this is going to be an amazing handmade gift. Or if you're like me, you can keep it for yourself and use it in your own decor. And again, this project costs about $7 to $8. If you include the chalk pen, then I would say it's an $8 project. But without the chalk pen, if you already have it, it is only $7. What a deal. And it looks so much more expensive than what I paid for it. So now that all of the letters are attached, I am going to just take some silver glitter and sprinkle it inside each shadow box before I add the snow in, because I want the snow to be glittery and I want the glass to have some of the glitter sticking to it so it looks a little bit more sparkly. And then this snow is so much fun. I'm so happy Dollar Tree had it, but it is messy. It's basically styrofoam, and you know how that is. It clings to everything and it blows away really easy, but once it's in the box, it is perfect and it's not going anywhere. So I just add enough in each shadow box to have the snow come just below the ornament to give it that snow globe effect. And then wait till you see the finished product on this. It is awesome. You can also hang these on the wall if you wanted to, because they are a picture frame. So let's move on to project number 3. We are gonna actually make snow globes, but again, with a little bit of a twist. So the first thing I found was these candle holders, and I had this jute twine, and I wanted to give these candle holders a little bit more of a farmhouse look. So I am gonna wrap it around the middle of the candle holder to soften it up and just give it a little bit of something different. Now this step is obviously optional, but I like how it looks, and I had the jute string already, so I figured why not. Then I found these mason jars, and I loved these ones specifically because they had a gold lid, which is really fun and also again works with my holiday decor. So I'm just gonna add a pretty thick bead of glue on the top of the candle holder, flip the jar upside down, and then center the candle holder on the bottom. That gives this snow globe an elevated look. And I did opt to have the lid on the top versus having the lid on the bottom. Then I grabbed these miniature bottle brush Christmas trees. They came in a set of 2 with a large tree and a small tree. And I really wanted both trees to be the same size, but there was only one set, so I made do, and I ended up cutting the top of the larger tree down so it fit into the container a little bit better. And then again, I'm adding more of that fun snow into this jar so that we really have our snow globe effect. Now this project only costs $4. The price of the candle holder, the jar, the trees, and the snow. What a deal, and they look amazing. Now for the fun part, seeing these items incorporated into my holiday decor. Thank you so much for coming along with me and watching me DIY these amazing decor / gift ideas. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you were a little bit inspired to create something handmade of your own to give as a gift to someone you love. I just love how everything turned out and how well it incorporated with my decor. And I am so proud to say that I made these myself. I think anyone would be 100% impressed with this as a DIY gift. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up and let me know below which of the 3 projects was your favorite. And if you are new, I would love to have you subscribe before you leave, and I will see everyone again very soon in my next video. Bye!